Hey everyone. Whoops. This wasn't supposed to happen. Hey everyone, GoodGuysFree here. And I also have Tyrexy, one of my Discord server moderators, with me. He'll pop in if this becomes required. And today we're going to talk about No Man's Sky Beacon update and the various bugs that we know exist in this release, in this update. I made a backup of my save files. I'm playing on PC. I actually haven't even tried to play on my Xbox version of the game, which I play through PC Game Pass. And I'm going to try and replicate, or at least try to show some of the bugs that we are seeing in the game. And I'm going to try and show them. And just before we do, I want to also say thanks to everybody who watched my latest video and made comments. Yeah, some people are commenting about how bad this update is, and some people are commenting on the various bugs that they are encountering. It is not pleasant, and despite the tone of my last couple of videos regarding the tone against playing and against the game. Let me be clear. I love this game way too much to give it up. And I know Hello Games will fix it. It will be fixed. Eventually, it will be fixed. That may take some time. We're used to seeing things slightly different than we saw this time. And yeah, this update was a little bit worse than, or maybe a lot worse than what we've seen others. Hey, wait! I just caught glimpse. Okay, so I saw that Sean Murray just posted something on Twitter. I thought maybe it's another update coming up. That would be really nice, but no, he just posted a repost of some storms picture. Anyways, one of the people who posted a comment on my Discord was the Uda Looper, a content creator. I love his work. Really good content creator. You should check him out. I'll leave a link in the description after the stream. But let's just start by loading the game. And while it's loading, loading into my main save, while it's loading, I'm going to try and open up on the other screen. I'm going to open up my list of bugs. This list of bugs was actually something that was curated, so to speak, by a, oh man, look at that. I think yeah, look, that's gorgeous. It's the rings being reflected in the water. Wow. I mean, how can you not love this game? Come on. I remember the first days of Worlds Part 1 when the water was reflecting some things, but not everything. And we are way past that point. This is just wonderful. Okay, so here I am. Now, let me just, for 1 second. Yeah. So basically, the one of the main things that we've seen as a problem with the game, of course, is the problems with the settlements, okay, the autophage settlements. And the first problem that we were seeing is the problem that so many people have reported, that they arrived at their settlement, at their new settlement. I mean, yeah, they got this message that they got an anomalous signal, and they put in the coordinates, and they reached the autophage settlement, and there was no overseer building. And worse, the game did not trigger that specific mission. Okay, but let's do something else just before we try to replicate this thing. Okay, I think my settlement is here on this planet, I think, if I recall correctly. Is it? No, maybe not. Okay, I'll fly to space. Okay, and I'm gonna do something that could be risky. Why is that sound so strong? Hang on. Okay. So, one of the annoying things for me as a content creator is the fact that there were so many bugs, so many issues, and I noticed almost none of them. Almost none of them. For me, everything worked just fine. But I guess the first bug that's easy to see is that my freighter, which used to be in colors of teal and gray and bluish, became, for lack of a better word, just ugly. Completely ugly. I mean, I never wanted this brown. It's horrendous. I totally hate it. Hey, Bobby Spags and Grimy. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't stream often. Just so you know, I have Tyrexi, who is a moderator on the Discord server, and he's monitoring the stream, and he's with me on a Discord voice call, and he could come in and say stuff if there is something that needs to be mentioned. He may pop up and say it if something requires it. Okay. What I want to do now is teleport to my settlement. Okay. So the Mobile settlement is the one that is my original one, and this is the whatever you want to call it, something pass is the autophage settlement. And when I teleport to my autophage settlement, I appear on top of the plinth. And some people have said that their settlements have a structure on top, and they appear inside that structure. And appearing inside that structure means that you could be stuck. And this is one of the main problems. Okay, so right now I appeared in the right place, in the overseer's office. So that didn't happen this time. Okay, let's go outside and let's look at the settlement for a second. And one of the things that people mentioned was pretty specific. Okay, they mentioned that if you happen to land, and I'll try to see if I can get that to happen. If you happen to land really, really close to a building, okay, the ship doesn't really want to do that, but okay, I'm landing close to a building. There is a chance, or maybe even half, there's a chance that I would spawn. Okay, so I spawned on top, but there was a chance that I could spawn inside the building, inside in a way that would make it hard for me to exit. So, okay, so I'm seeing some comments. One of them is from Tyrexi. Asked me if I've uploaded my base in new area since the update. Yes, I actually have. Grimy891, I'm on PS5 and still have not updated to Beacon yet. Is it safe? Well, I'm going to go and I'm going to speak about exactly how and what you need to avoid, and the first thing you probably need to avoid is to stay away from settlements. Okay, this is exactly as I said in my other video. Okay, let me I really want to try and somehow land and try to literally spawn inside of a inside of the building. Let's see if I can get that to happen. So, maybe. Yeah. Okay, this is not supposed to happen. Clearly. All right. I don't think that's good for anyone. So while the game decides what to do, and I'll let it try to land. Okay, it actually ended up, well, it didn't stick me anywhere. And I spawned, okay, I spawned way on top. So is it the PC version that isn't isn't letting me do anything bad. I don't know. I'm trying to get this to make me spawn in a place that is bad for me. It's not happening. Let's see. If I do that again, yeah, again, it spawned me on top. Okay, so let me say it this way. Okay, let's try to replicate the OODA Looper's suggestion. Okay, let's say that I got spawned. Like, let's imagine that I was stuck here. Okay, one thing that he said that we could do is we could actually summon the ship somewhere. And I don't know exactly where it is, but maybe, and I don't see it in this way, but maybe I can make it. I could force it to land. Yeah, it's okay. Let it land over there, and it's too far. I don't see the interaction circle for it. Okay, but the interaction circle is pretty close. Let's see if I can make it land even there. Yeah. Okay, so it's not always possible, but one possibility, if you do get stuck inside somehow, yeah, theoretically you could summon your ship and simply enter it from inside wherever you happen to be stuck. So that's the first thing that is worrisome. Okay, the problem is that we're afraid that maybe we get teleported to the wrong location and we are stuck inside a part of the base. Like, for example, if I'm looking at this thing, right? In theory, ooh, okay. Hey, now I got. Maybe I'm stuck now. Yeah, actually I am. Yeah. This is what happened. Okay, I'm stuck. Okay, so the most important thing. Okay, first of all, yeah, I did get stuck somehow, and that's important to show. Okay, I am stuck at this point. I have a backup of my save files, so nothing bad will happen. If all comes to worst, I can always go and reload from a different save. And even if that's a problem, I can copy the backup of the save files on top. Okay, so basically, look at this. So we have a restore point and an autosave. They are the same time. Okay, that's the worst case scenario because you don't know which one you need to load. If I load my restore point, okay, remember when you exit your ship, you create a restore point, but it doesn't overwrite the autosave. So I need to reload the autosave and not the restore point. Okay? That's super important. If you get stuck like this, you need to reload your autosave. I'll reload the autosave and see what that does. And of course, if you see that you have landed, if you decided that you're going to play, and you're going to play in a settlement, land far away from the settlement. Okay, so you see the autosave. If I had tried to reload the restore point, that would be a problem. That would be a problem. And you can see here the ship is also not stuck inside of the building. So that is the solution to this specific bug. All right, very, very important. You can see that I was stuck somewhere in there. I couldn't move, couldn't extract myself, and in that case, reload. If you didn't reload if you reloaded the restore point, that would create another autosave. That would overwrite the autosave, as far as I know. So that's the first recommendation. Now, I have lots of other issues to go over. Okay, so one of the things that was mentioned, and these are things that wait, before you know what, before we go to other things, the only thing that could cause a problem with your save file is this specific issue. Okay, that you get stuck, like I got stuck earlier. That is the one thing that is really, really problematic, and therefore, what we recommend is that you avoid the various areas that are problematic. If you want to update to 571 and play, don't play your settlement to be safe. Don't land too close to buildings, and you should be okay. Remember to always notice what you are reloading if there's a problem. Okay, if you can make a backup of your game, and yeah, PS5 has a means to back up the game, but that backs up the entire game and the save files. Okay, I do have a video about this. I'll link it in the description, and I hope you'll find it useful. It explains how to back up your game for PS4 and for PS5 and for the other platforms. I don't have information about Switch 2 just yet, but hopefully we will sometime soon. Anyways, so that's the main recommendation. And because of this recommendation, we're actually going to have a set of rules how we can resume gifting on our Discord server. And this is maybe the main thing that needs to come out of this live stream. Okay? That we will be resuming our gifting. But stay with me. I'm going to talk about exactly what we will require in order to do this. Okay? Because we do need to keep everyone safe. Mostly the players who want to be gifted. But in order to do that, we need to make sure that the people doing the gifting are also safe. And that's not always the case, especially with the state of the game. So, like I said, the first recommendation is stay away from settlements, play carefully, and definitely do not save, or at least do not exit your game in places that are not safe. And places that are not safe are probably the settlements and maybe your freighter. We've received tons and tons of complaints about the situation in freighters, freighters that render partially, and actually also bases. You may not want to save in bases. Okay, we've received notes about places that or people that had problems with even with space stations, but that's really, really rare. But bases that miss parts, if your base is missing some parts, okay, because they're not rendering, this is a problem, because you might be making a save while you are in a position that will later become a part. When you reload your game, you might find yourself in a location where now there is a part, there's a base part, and that would cause you to become stuck again. Like the OODA Looper suggested, what you need to do is you can try, it doesn't always work, but you can try to summon your ship. And if you can summon your ship close enough, you'll see the interaction circle, right? Okay, this interaction circle is from, how far is this? Okay, 7, okay, the closest point is like 6U away, and I can see it. Maybe from first person it'll look different. No, it's 6.6, right? And I can see the interaction circle. So it's not always possible, but it's a way to avoid that issue. Okay. Let's talk about other rendering issue problems. Okay. Let me try to summon. Do I have my Wraith? Yeah. So this is another rendering problem. The tail of the Wraith ship is, how to say, having a life of its own. Okay? It's just a glitch. It's funny. It's funny, but it's not a big issue. So we have Marcus Kending. Hi there. Was I disappointed at the no LNF news during Summer Game Fest? I was actually disappointed not only with that, I was also disappointed with myself a little bit because I really want to be the voice of reason, telling people not to hype too much, and I really, really tried not to become hyped about Light No Fire at the Summer Game Fest, and I failed. I failed like many, I suppose, but that doesn't still doesn't help me. And yeah, the fact that they had that Sean Murray retweeted the bacon emoji from the Light No Fire Twitter account was, well, uh, if they did come out with something in the Summer Game Fest, we would say that the retweet would be a dead giveaway, right? But it didn't happen. Yeah, I actually saw a Reddit post about somebody who says that gave a long explanation why Light No Fire will never come out, and the last point in the long explanation, a pretty good argument, I have to say. And the last point was that was saying that the entire post is of course a joke, because he's sure that it will, but there are so many reasons to say that it might not. Anyways, this is one rendering issue. Another issue that we have is Stellar Extractor UI glitches. Now, the report said, yeah, let me just warp to my freighter. And like I said, I have backups of my save file, of my save files. Nothing bad will actually happen, but I'm really trying to see if I can trigger some of these bugs. And I want to go and show some of the building issues, of which, again, I did not encounter any, but I didn't try that hard. Some of them I did encounter. Oh, okay, some flickering here. I guess that's pretty normal. Where's my stellar extractor? I think I had one. Is it over there? Ah, I think it's over there. Yeah. Stellar extractor. Stellar extractor core. So, excuse me. Yeah, excuse me about that. The report says Stellar Extractor UI glitches, enabling item duplication by filling slots. So I'm not able to fill anything here. Weird. Pretty weird. So this is one glitch that doesn't happen on PC, even though the report was on Steam PC, which I'm on. Another report we had about rendering is that the scanner fails to detect resources in the view. Also Steam PC. Let's teleport to a planet surface to try and see that. Planet surface. This is a paradise planet. We can go there. Yeah, anyone who's watching the stream, you're welcome to post any questions, of course. I do see that maybe it was accidental, that I don't remember turning on the subscribers only mode. It wasn't intentional. But I tried to disable that after scheduling the stream, and it was a bit too late. So if you're a non-subscriber and you want to write something in the comments, then I'm sorry about that. You could subscribe and wait 5 minutes, and if you don't like my channel, you can always unsubscribe. I'm much more worried about views than subscribers. Yeah, subscribers are good and important, but if you choose not to subscribe, that's fine. That's completely fine. Well, I don't see anything that doesn't get noticed by the scanner. So that's another thing that we couldn't create. So cross save loading fails. Okay, we received notes about people who said that they failed to load their cross saves. Let's try to do that. Okay, so I'm going to quit to mode select. Okay, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go into this thing, and I have my Xbox main save. Okay, and that tells me, oh well, of course I played it. I thought for some reason I thought I didn't play it, but you see, you can already see this is something new here in the cross save manager. This one says V4184. This one says 4183, and that probably means I might not be able to play it like that. Huh. Let's do something else. Let's quit the desktop. Yeah. And that's a wonderful opportunity to say thanks to the 3 members who actually joined the channel. They are the first 3 members, Teru278 and Tyrexi, the same one who is monitoring the stream, and Tavien. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Let me start my Xbox version of the game. And that version of the game, the 4183 version, probably means that this is this was loaded when it was 5.7 and not 571. Typical with every update, the volume gets reset for some reason. I have no idea why. So here we have the version. The saved version is 4184. Okay, but if I go to the cross save manager, okay, we just saw this one from Steam, and it was 4183. So I'll need to play it in order to upload it in the right version. I don't want to risk having the Steam version upgrade the version of the save file for me. I'm just don't want to do that. Okay, we can download this one, or we can just download this one and try to play the Steam version. There was a flicker here for a second. So let's do both. First of all, let's just upload let's try to play the Steam version on the Xbox game, just so that we'll see what happens. So we have Wesley Donison. I'm happy LNF is being kept on ice until it's actually ready. And one thing that I've seen many times is that almost no matter what I do, okay, so this is literally the same version that was, yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I have set in the options, there's this upload current save, and if you noticed, before I exited the game from Steam, one thing that I did not do is upload the current save. There's a setting here, and it's pretty important, I suppose. I think it's in the general, yeah? And that is automatic cross save uploads. If you are in the cross save, it uploads automatically every 40 seconds, okay, or something like that. And this one has automatic upload enabled, and I disabled it now. Okay. Oh no, music is 5%. Okay, these are good. So I have this disabled on the Steam save as well, and that's pretty important, especially during times when we're waiting for fixes on an update. Right after an update, it's important that you decide what gets uploaded. Okay, if you get stuck or something and you're in the cross save, all you needed to do is exit to, you could quit to mode select and re-download the old version of the save. You can actually use the cross save as a mechanism for backup, even if you have only one platform. It's still a possibility. Okay, even people on PlayStation 4 and on Switch, I suppose, if they disable the automatic upload, that means that they can upload the game before the update, preferably before the update, or at least on in a situation where everything is normal and nothing is bad, and keep it that way. And then only when everything is really okay, re-upload manually. Upload current save like this. Okay, that's another way to stay safe. Okay, so here everything looks just fine. Okay. And this is me playing my my version of the game. It's the version of the. It's actually the version of the save file, which existed before I went to see my settlement. Okay, if you recall, I was seeing this, right? Yeah, the water is too rough now, but you can see the reflection of the rings. Okay, so that's not that interesting. But let's quit to mode select. Yeah, and I didn't re-upload it, whatever was changed. Now I'm going to go and start my Xbox save, and I think I think the Xbox save was reporting some more issues than the Steam stuff. So I really hope we'll see something. I don't know, something of the bugs or issues. Yeah, I love those new vocals. Really love them. I mean, I guess it's because it's new. So I'm at my settlement. Okay. So my inventory is full. It said inventory is full, but it isn't. Okay, that's a small bug. Not very interesting bug, of course. My ship isn't full either. Huh. Did it fill my freighter? Yeah, the freighter's inventory is full. Oh well. Right. So, yeah, this settlement looks fine. I don't see any missing parts or anything. But what I didn't check is if my freighter is okay. And I have to admit, I'm afraid to see what color it will be. Really, really worried about that. So externally, okay, I need to go to photo mode to see the color. Yeah, the color is pretty much similar. It was pretty yellow. It's a little darker now. I don't know why. Wesley Donaldson says, I was horrified to find my beautiful, profitable settlement was transformed into a nightmare money loser in an instant. I hear you. Oh, that is weird. Did you notice what just happened? Because I was in photo mode, all of the frigates warped in together. Oh, come on. We got to try to do this again. Let's I got to see this. Okay. Summon my freighter. And go to photo mode. That's it. We're in photo mode. Let's do the same. Okay, we want the light to come from here. And we wait. We wait. And we want to be in this position when we come out. Right? How long do I need to wait? I'm not sure. We'll see. Raven's Multiverse. Hey there, Raven's Multiverse. Glad to have you on the stream. So, I don't know, when did you, if you managed to see that thing that happened a little bit earlier, just a few seconds earlier. But all of the frigates basically teleported in at once. Okay, let's see. Yeah! That is sweet. I've never seen this one. Cool. Actually, something that I'm going to need to try and record later. To have it in uh, full full resolution because the recording that I'm doing is equal to the stream, and due to various issues, I cannot stream and record in 4K. All right. No, you know what? This one didn't change that much. Didn't change that much. And I don't have a stellar extractor here. Yeah, let's build a stellar extractor, see what happens. Do I have it? Is it there? Stellar extractor room. What color? We want it to be this one. This one. Okay. Stellar extractor core. UI glitches, they said. I don't see that I can do anything here. No. I don't think we can see that specific bug. Okay. Yeah, I didn't make a backup of the Xbox version of the saves, but everything looks pretty normal. But then what we wanted to do is actually upload the current save manually. I'll quit the desktop and I'll start my Steam game and download that into Steam and see what happens from there. Raven's Multiverse, your apologies. What are you apologizing for? I'm just having fun, and I'm loving it, the fact that you guys are watching, and there's really no reason to apologize. Yeah, this mod warning that you see, this is the mod that I'm using to basically to let my various companions induce eggs quickly. Okay. And if I've mentioned that already, let's just download this one. Yeah. So I'm downloading the Xbox save onto my Steam game, and let's load it. All right. So if we mentioned the issue of eggs, so we are going to resume gifting. But there will be some serious limitations to this. So yeah, I'm at the Stellar Extractor core in the Xbox version of the game. No problem with this. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to play this game too much. Wait a second. This is a bug. This is a bug. And the reason it's a bug is because this is my Xbox main save, and the name of the settlements, the name of my settlements on Xbox are not these. Mobile settlement is the settlement on my Steam save. Okay, wait. No uploading. Quick to mode select. Yes. And this is the Steam save. That's another bug. Okay. Now I have it recorded. I'll clip that piece of footage and report it on Zendesk. Okay. Now this is an issue. This is a bug that we've heard. It takes a long time. My computer is pretty strong. It takes really long, but not that long. Okay. It took a little longer than I expected. Okay, let's teleport. Wait a minute. That's another bug. See that? There's a right there. Yeah? We have a proximity switch. And I'm really far away, and it's still on. Huh. Now these switches are acting normally, right? But that switch is supposed to turn on the teleporter, and it's not doing what it's supposed to do. That's another bug report, I suppose. I mean, these are small things. They're not serious or anything. Okay, and if I look at my settlements, Mobile settlement is the settlement that belongs to the Steam save. Okay. Huh. All right. Let's look at the some of the other issues. Okay. Some of the other issues that we have. So we also got notice about missions, or frigate expedition missions that were problematic, and some problems with fishing and various issues. But one thing that was reported by another member, or another Discord staff member, Captain Chippo. I don't know if you've seen the video that I mentioned him regarding how to stay safe from griefers. I'm hoping to have some news about this issue sometime soon, but I can't say more at this time. Anyways, Captain Chippo notified me that if you try to extract the ship from cold storage, you may find yourself in a situation where that ship disappears. So let's try to replicate that. Remember, I do have a backup of my save files before I started the stream today. So I'm not going to lose anything in any case, right? But, okay, let's see. Do I have any ships in cold storage? I think I do. I have an Iron Vulture and my Crystal Talon. Do I have any spare slots? I do have a spare slot. Which one do you want to try and lose? Let's see. How about the Iron Vulture? Okay, I'm gonna left click, not destroy it, right? So I can destroy it. Okay, it's here. I don't see that happening. Let's see if I can see it here. Right, so here we have the Wraith. This is the Glass Arachnid. Maybe it didn't spawn here. Huh. And I don't see it here, but we can try to summon it. So yeah, there it is. Okay, so some people have seen that this is happening, and I guess it's happened to them. But for me, this isn't happening. Okay, let's try to reiterate the problems that we're seeing, or things that we think we need to stay away from. Okay. So basically, if somebody wants to play, and we're going to let people start requesting ships pretty soon. But in order to stay safe, the recommendations are pretty simple. Okay, if you want to play and you want to stay safe, we recommend you stay away from settlements. Okay, I'm not worried because I have backups of my save files, like plenty. So Raven's Multiverse is writing, I would advise against doing anything that could harm your experience in any way until another patch. Well, some people are just really eager to play. And in order to stay safe, our recommendations are stay away from settlements, save your game on a planet surface, not at a base, not on your freighter, not at a settlement. Okay? Just exit, or just fly your ship several thousand units away from wherever you were, and land, exit, make a save. That would be the safest approach if you really have to play. And yeah, Raven's Multiverse, your suggestions are great. Some people who can and are willing to just wait, that is the best idea. However, we do want to resume gifting ships and eggs to people. Okay? Um, so Raven's Multiverse is saying that he's playing Elite Dangerous until they fix it. Good for you. That's wonderful. But for the others who are eager to play still, and they want to see if something's going on, if they have a problem or not, the recommendations are make a backup of your save file, play cautiously. Play cautiously means probably stay away from settlements until they fix this thing. Stay away from bases. Maybe not stay away, but definitely do not save your game in a base, on your freighter, or in a settlement. Probably best to save your game on a planet surface, not even in a space station. And if No Man's Sky's multiplayer is glitchy in good days, then now it's twice as bad, or at least it's potentially twice as dangerous. So try to stay away from multiplayer if you can. However, because we want to resume gifting, what we're going to do is pretty simple. Some of our staff members that have PC, Steam, or are definitely able to make proper backups of their save files so that they are safe, will be resuming gifting. What that means, because I think about 1/3 of us have this ability, what that means is that I will be doing much more gifting to cover for those that we are trying to keep safe. But it generally means that the rate at which we can resume gifting is lower than before until they fix the game. Okay, so we're gonna try and do this with people with players that have PC, Steam, mostly, if not only. We're not going to allow players to do more than one-on-one sessions. That is, yes, we're going to do multiplayer. That means we will insist on meeting people on planet surfaces, not in the anomaly, not on a space station. We could fly together to a space station to do ship gifting, but we definitely will not allow meeting on space stations, on the anomaly, on freighters, and definitely we will not allow to summon freighters. Okay, meeting on planet surfaces only, and like I said, no freighters. Some people have such a horrible situation with their freighters that it's just not worth that risk. Okay. Okay, I will post on my channel sometime soon, once we have actually activated the bot that helps us track the gifting on the Discord server, and then everybody will be welcome. It will probably be a couple hours from now maximum, but we definitely will resume gifting, but we will try to do it in a safe way. Our staff members will ask the various people who ask for ships and eggs, they will ask to make sure that the multiplayer, right? When we're looking at multiplayer, so my multiplayer is currently enabled, but you see I have friends only, so only friends could join me. I should have probably disabled multiplayer or even switched to invite only. Okay, so multiplayer enabled with invite only, etc. And that is how we will do it, okay? We will tell people, you start with disabled, you make sure that you have friends only, you exchange friend codes, and then you enable multiplayer, okay? And you enable multiplayer when you're on a planet surface. And then we will try to have one of us visit or join the game of someone else. Now we know multiplayer is horribly buggy in No Man's Sky, okay? And sometimes there are situations when I have tried to join someone's game and failed. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Let me go to mode select. Okay, so I can go and join friends, and there are some friends here. So we have GraphBash, a staff member, and Artisan. Okay, of course I will not try to join them because I haven't told either of them that I'm going to join. I definitely would not do that. Um, but basically, it could happen that clicking someone to join, and you'll see connecting and connecting, and it never ends. Okay. Sometimes it's easy to just, click back and immediately click again to join, and it might work. That sometimes works. But in other occasions, we will have to ask somebody to to join our game, and then we'll have to wait until whoever it is that doing the gifting will be on a planet surface, made a save, made a backup of his save files, and those things take some time. So stay with us, and let's hope that Hello Games fixes the various issues pretty soon. Let me just read some more comments and then we'll say goodbye. So Raven's Multiverse says, nice, very nice outfit, by the way. Thank you, sir. Ellen Stardust, I play on PC and encountered not many bugs. True, same as me. I did not encounter many of the bugs. That's why it took me a few days to realize how bad things are and to issue my original warning to not play at all, which I have later changed to play carefully. Right, so Raven's Multiverse. Ellen, game is buggier on PS5. Yes, okay. If you're on my Discord server, you know that we can show this, I guess. Let me just go to the Discord. Okay, I'll move Discord here. So on my server, okay, I have a bot. Okay, we have, where is that? Okay, we have Reddit Bug Summary. Reddit Bug Summary is actually a channel. It's an announcement channel, and there are several content creators with their own Discord servers who have already followed this channel. Okay, I basically wrote a bot that monitors the weekly bug report thread from Reddit. Okay, I'll link that in the description if somebody wants to see it directly. It basically monitors that, and it looks at its own previous summaries, okay, and it summarizes the whatever it is that we're seeing, okay. So it's able to say things like that, like settlement bugs, criticality high, unchanged. That means there are no significant changes between the previous report made by this bot and what we're seeing in the bug report, the weekly bug report in Reddit right now. Okay, so if you're interested in knowing if your bug was already known, you can come to the Discord server. Of course, the link is already in the description, and just go in and see this channel. Okay, let's go to see that bug report for a second. I can show you. Okay, if you go to our No Man's Sky the game, okay, if you go to the main page for our No Man's Sky the game, there's this thing here, weekly bug report thread. Okay, and when you click it, you'll see the various issues. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. It'll be easier. Okay. This thread is followed by Hello Games. Please add your bug reports to this thread. You can also report bugs to Hello Games at Zendesk, etc. Okay, and we can see. So PS5, initial beacon update before the recent update. Happened to me a couple of days ago. Okay, having trouble landing in the anomaly. I'm not having trouble landing in the anomaly because I'm not going to the anomaly in multiplayer in this state of the game. Okay, I think it's the safer approach to not try the things that are so bad. PS5 version 571 beacons, practically every floor panel, wall, window, door cannot be changed to the polished version. Wood parts, stone parts, metal parts, and the new salvaged parts all are unable to switch to polished when prompted. So there are a ton of issues, really. And my bot in this case is simply um, reading this thread. Okay, it knows what time it looks at each of the messages. It knows what time it looked at this thread last time that it did, and it knows what's changed, etc. Okay. Before I leave, I just want to say one last time thanks to Teru 278, Tyrexi, and Tavien for joining the channel. Your support is super important, and this is the stuff that keeps me going. Um, all right. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been a pleasure for me. I really hope I gave you some ideas, some good suggestions, and as always, play safe. Don't risk stuff that doesn't need to be risked. Just make sure that you play in a safe way. All right. Thank you very much, and good guys free here, and I'll see you again soon.